Hello there everyone, my name is Amy, this is The Opinionated Woman, and welcome to my bullet journal flip through. I finished yet another journal. I don't make yearly journals, I just use them as I can. I don't want to waste any of the nice paper. So this time, my journal has got stickers from my sibling Jay His Hands. I'll link the Instagram down below. They've got some amazing stickers, and their shop is open right now, so I highly recommend that. So let's start with February. It feels like an age away, and I still can't believe it's like nearly February again. That's fucking crazy. So I went for this book paper and then floral images. As we can see, I went through a lot of like perfume ads. Lots of this stuff came from perfume ads. I wanted to add in the Protea because Proteas are amazing. Then we've got my period and my mood tracker. I love that I got to use this really big rose. It's really pretty. And then I drew these flowers. So what are some of the things that I was happy about? Mom, the Oat Milk Club sale, getting new hair, reading a book called A Family Affair, working on my mushroom bags because I was just launching my mushroom bags on my website. And then this is very simple. Look at the weeks. Seem to be quite busy. So then it's March, and March is always blue because it's my birthday month, and blue is my favorite color. So I've used the cloud one before, and I actually think I might do it again next year. I just like them, and there was an entire photo shoot of them, so I was like, I might as well use them. Some from a Salvador Dali painting, which I think was a good use of that. This I printed out from my diary collage and didn't end up using it. So it ended up being the focus piece of this page. And then this gorgeous window here ended up being the focus piece of the mood tracker and period. How am I doing? I'm content, no bones, neutral, content, down, depressed, depressed, depressed. Yeah, so I was going up and down. And this is my completely blue gratitude. I'm grateful for Think Again by Jacqueline Wilson, chocolate croissants, fried gnocchi, having Jay and my mama's support, Chelsea winning to get into the semi-finals of the Champions League, having a good birthday, 1,000 eyes on you. Yeah, so that's how it came out, and then all the blue for the weeks. Then April, I went full on rainbow, and it was in order rainbow, so it always looked cohesive, and I think I ended up doing that really fucking well. So we started off with the month and it came off really, really good. I love using this horizontally. I think that's just such a nice shape to go with. Then we carried on through the exercise and food ideas, and there's always like one multicolored thing, and everything else is I'm gonna stick that back in. Everything else is the in order rainbow. There's a lot of no bones and meh feelings around here in this here thing. I wasn't doing so well. Then I decided to do this again, even though I just did it in March, just because it looks fucking cool. So I'm grateful for having Mom, Nico Jackson scoring, a teen lesbian buying a flag from me, the book The Evil Eye, rain. Yeah, there's a bunch of fun stuff in there, and then just the rainbow weeks. Oh, so I went with food for May. It's a very easy one to make because it's very collage heavy, but I think it came out really cute. I think it came out like really delicious because I went with like green with like pops of like orange and yellow and blue in there. And I think these came out really cute, using the cake and the mushy peas and the lemons just to create some shapes like that, creating like a really like directional sort of thing, and then adding just like a little phrase. I thought that was fun. Looks like I had a lot of headaches and I had another dip this month. Then I did one of my favorite gratitudes to make, and these take a lot of time, but they're really satisfying. I was happy for physio, lasagna, Tiki the dog, Chelsea lifting the WSL Cup the 6th time in a row, my job situation because I got a job this month. So yeah, there's a lot of different things in there. And then yeah, I just used the scraps for the rest of that. Then I went on to use these stickers from Peachy Tea store. So I got these and I decided to go for wood tones, like leafy tones, like very warm colors with the gold, and then using the stickers in each one. So you can see how that came out. I love this sort of like dynamism, and then these little mushrooms, and using this, it's just such a beautiful like structural appearance because it's obviously a roof, so like a sea lane. And then I added in this fun house because I just felt like it went with the vibe, you know. There's definitely mushrooms in this house. And yeah, I was super chuffed with how this spread came out. Like I got to use a couple of mushroom pieces that I've been wanting to use for a long time. And then I did a color in gratitude, which I think is really cute. I was excited for sushi and making pretty patterns in my bullet journal, and sweet and sour tofu, and learning to use the Swift at work, and Stag Dance by Tori Peters. Very, very, very good book. Highly recommend. And then we just did some foresty colors for the weeks. Then I went into July and I wanted to do patterns, but patterns using a whole shit ton of different textures and colors of ephemera. So I think this came out really nice. This is fun, but this for me is the best page. Doing the triangles, everything's clashing, there's so much color. I absolutely love the way it came out. The stars took the longest to do, for sure, but the effect is really nice. And then I just did stripes for my mood tracker and my period. And then these little blockies for the gratitude. And what was I happy about the gratitude? My co-worker, getting a new therapist, the woman's euros, watching my cousin knitting, surprising my gran for her 80th. Yeah, that was a good time. And then I went with crazy patterns that I just hand drew for the weeks, and I think they were a lot of fun. Then I decided to go with dogs because I had a bunch of ephemera from a dog food campaign. So I was like, right, dogs are what I'm going to go with, and then I'm going to go with green and the book pages as well. And I made little bones out of the book pages. And this one is super cute. Like I've had this piece of ephemera forever, so it's like really nice to see it getting used. Look at this little baby. So I used as many dogs as I could. And I think the washi went well with this as well. And then my gratitude was bones. I'm grateful for the Broposal, which is a book that I was reading, BWRT, which is a therapy that I'm executing at the moment, and canola fields, veggie lasagna. I'm always very grateful with veggie lasagna, it appears. And then I colored in these bones as my weeks, and I think it came out really effective. And then we have September. So these are also stickers by Peachy Tea store. They're loaf creatures. I kept on saying loaf cats in the video about that. They're not all cats. So I wanted to do a cute, like more minimal illustrated option for September. So I did these little flowers and dragonflies and butterflies and leaves. And I just drew some grass along the bottom. And each page ends up looking like really minimal but really sweet and illustrated. And then I did this for the gratitude. I was excited for library book and sale, sushi, Sam Kerr's first goal, back since her injury, Sam, my friend's baby who was born this month, very important little guy, my favorite guy. And then the weeks I illustrated really quite sweetly. And that is all that I got in this journal. Please let me know which one you like the most, and subscribe for all my monthly bullet journal videos. See you later. Bye.